Welcome. Aloha, teachers. My name is Sigrid from Anna Publications. I'm your trainer for today. Today, I'll be focusing on the new Get Smart and showing the difference between the previous Get Smart to the new Get Smart, and do a short class demonstration. And then towards the end, the last 20 minutes, I'll be focusing on how this new Get Smart fits into our BELT English program and the curriculum as well. All right, you Get Smart. The old version is the Get Smart. As you can see here, the old Get Smart, there was a split edition for the first 3 levels. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 and 6. But in the new Get Smart edition, the split edition goes up to level 4. If you're familiar with our CEFR level 1 and 2 is the pre-A1 level. And level 3 and 4 is the A1, and level 5 and 6, it targets the CEFR A2 level. And so we have the split edition to cover up to A1 level. Okay, the components are pretty much the same. We have the student book, workbook, student CD, but from now on, we won't be offering the actual CD for Get Smart. You will have a QR code where it will take you to our Anna Publications website, where student can just type in the ISBN number of the student book, and they're able to access the video, the audio, and even online games that's related to the module, the things that they're learning. Okay. For teachers, we got some new materials. Actually, it's pretty much the same. You just have more in your resources. You Get Smart, you have the teacher's book with detailed instructions, teacher's resource CD, where you have the test, the list flashcards, listening transcript, video and worksheet, and special days cultural activities, as well as our IWB, the multimedia tool. And you know, I always say IWB is your best friend. So get to know your teacher's book and IWB really well. Okay, so now let's get more into how is it different. We're going to go more in depth exactly what is the difference. The layout, the lesson plan is the same. It's the song, the Smart Kids, Once Upon a Time or Our World, Let's Play, Let's Talk, Project, Story Reading. The name it's the same flow in each module. So the module design has not changed, but in New Get Smart, you have an additional consolidation lesson called KRIL at the end of even number modules. So you'll see each level has 10 modules, right? Okay, thank you for nodding. So each level has 10 modules. So you'll have KRIL lessons at the end of even number modules 2, 4, 6, 8. That's additional consolidation lesson that you can see right from your student book pages. Then in your IWB, you have the student book, workbook, phonics, vocabulary. That was the basic from the Get Smart. That's top tier. But in the new Get Smart, you have additional materials such as picture dictionary, special days, take a look video and worksheet. That's additional consolidation lesson, plus games. 1 or 2 games per each module you can play with your students. So you no longer need to create one or repeat the hangman every time. How great is that? All right, on top of this, within the IWB, you will see the phonics, KRIL lessons, as well as irregular verb activities you can do with the students from level 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's also within the IWB. Now, in the teacher CD, the old Get Smart, we only had the modifiable test, a PDF file, as well as the listening file. But in the new Get Smart, we have those 2 basic ones, as well as the flashcards. Before, you had to purchase the flashcards, printed flashcards separately. Now we have given it to you in a PDF format, so you can print 9 images to a page, so each student can have one. right? So you can do a lot more activities with them. The special days were also in the old Get Smart, but you have to print from your teacher's book. But now you have it in a PDF format where you can print it off of a PDF file. We have the Take a Look, another consolidation lesson teaching guide, as well as the worksheet. Now, notice how the teaching guide. This is a special consolidation lesson, and you do know what consolidation means, right? Come together to make it strong. So we're reviewing the module in a brand new lesson called Take a Look Video, in a video lesson. And our headquarters idea was that this is an optional lesson for our clients, but here in Korea, I ask you to never forget to do this lesson because it's a really great one. But because they created as an optional lesson, we have the teaching guide separately prepared in your TRCD. So it's not in your teacher's book. So when you're doing this lesson, you have to print the teaching guide separately. Now we also have the word list, which you can print for your use. Now, so basically going to the module, every level has 10 modules. Each module has 7 lessons plus tests and phonics. Now with the new Get Smart, you have that additional lesson at the end of even number modules. So you have more lessons there. I won't go much into Krill because I'm sure you know what this is all about, right? Taking the subject that they learn in the mother tongue, but teach it in English. This is all because a lot of students knew what 1, 2, 3, 4 is all about, what plus minus is. But when you ask the question, what is 1 plus 1? Not many people can answer. And so that is what Krill is all about, incorporating that. And next is the 21st century competencies. That's throughout your teacher's book, you'll see these icons with light bulb and icons with people talking in bubbles. Groups of people. What else do I see? These icons that's been added to your teacher's book indicates, besides learning English language, we're learning these skills that our students are required when they become adults to work in the work field. And so please pay attention to that as well. Now, let me I'm not going to go demonstrate a lesson yet, but I'm going to show you some pages to show the difference between the Get Smart and the new Get Smart. First is the song lesson. Basically, the old Get Smart, you didn't have the look box highlighting the target language, but here you'll see that. Before we asked you to figure out here, but now it's highlighted here with additional teaching instruction. On the second lesson, like Smart Kids, we have additional writing activities. So this was a prior, it's still there right here, right? But you have new writing. We add some writing activities where students can write the sentences or vocabulary words one more time. You can call it writing or you can call it reading comprehension, right? They are requiring students to think. The third lesson here, you also see again additional activity, reading comprehension / writing activity that's been added to on every lesson. Now let's play lesson, the fourth lesson. Although we're teaching new, we didn't highlight the target language, and so you'll see the look box where we're highlighting target language, helping our students to identify exactly what is it that they need to learn. Then in the project lessons, before we had teachers give instructions, here we have added the instruction in English so you can have student read it. This will help build additional reading skills, reading materials for our students. Then in the story lesson, besides reading the story, we have added value, moral values for our students. Right. So again, we're not approaching this just as teaching an English subject, but a language, right? Real life language right here. And so this is the activity you can expand on with this value, asking students, why is it important to stay together, play together, you know, win together, teamwork. Here comes a revision before the lesson, before taking the module test. And because we've been adding that writing activity, we have the reading comprehension / writing activity that's added to the revision page. As you notice, our students are required to understand the question and the situation in order to fill these words in, kind of like Cambridge exam, right? Cambridge exam reading, writing section. All right. We have minimized the speaking activity section to fill in this blank right here. And so this is the basic lesson of each module. In the New Get Smart, we have extra consolidation lessons that were added from previous. And so let me show you some of those lessons. First is this take a look video. So you will be doing this at the end of every module, one per module, and you need to print the worksheet and the teaching guides to teach it. But the video is in the IWB. And I will show you later. As you can see, we have detailed instructions on the vocabulary words, target language that are being recycled, as well as the transcript, questions you can ask, activities you can do before, while, and after watching the video. And so do what you do, follow through the teaching guide. Another consolidation lesson I mentioned is the credit at the end of even number modules. All right, now let me, I won't go too much into the teacher's TRCD, Teacher's Resource CD, but the flashcards right here. In the IWB, you have the video lesson that's shown here. Teaching guide, the worksheet. We have the module test and final test, as well as midterm test. So you can find all of this in the Teacher's Resource CD. Although I call it TRCD, you know it's in a digital format. We give it to you in an email, right? Okay. We have special days. Oops, what happened? We have the culture activities you can do with the students, different ones for different levels. So print them out. It's also on the IWB where you can show it to them and do it together. Here's some differences you'll see in your teacher's book. In your teacher's book, you'll see things highlighting the 21st century skills with these icons. You have the background notes that you'll see, the writing activities, instructions on how to do, and listening transcript in your teacher's book, all available there. Okay. This is the look of the new Get Smart IWB compared to the old. And the activities will be highlighted. Anyway, instead of showing you, after the training, I'll be emailing you this PPT file for you to review, but I think it'll be best for us to actually see the IWB together. So let me open that up. Okay. So prior to this, the old IWB required you to double click. Let me actually show you the file. The old IWB had you double click on an icon called Load. In the new IWB, you will double click on an icon called Main Menu. Right here. And if by chance you're still using Internet Explorer or other things, God forbid, I hope you're not, you can right click this icon and say Open with Chrome. From now on, you'll be opening all of our multimedia through Google Chrome, Microsoft Edge, or NeighborWell. Right, not Internet Explorer. Right. For your information, you do not need to be connected to an internet to open this file. You just need to have the Chrome file in your program, in your computer to open it. Okay, so you double click this icon and voila, you have the IWB in a HTML format. As you see this note right here, press F11 to full screen mode. So if you press F11, voila, you have the full screen for you to use. Yes. Oh, I have a question right here. Is it possible to open this in Mac? Unfortunately, it's window-based only. And so in order to use from your Mac computers, you will have to do that. Like, I believe you have this function where you can download the other Windows system where you can open from there. I had teachers to do it that way, but you can't open straight from Mac. But do try it, see if it works in Firefox, and let me know. Last time I checked, I believe it did not work. All right, so F11, as you can see, let's take a look at the main page, main menu page. You have student book. When you click into it, you'll see all modules. Workbook, same, all by modules. Vocabulary list will take you to the word in alphabetic order. You can search by module. It will automatically filter the vocabulary words when you click into it. Because this is level 3, we also have the picture dictionary, which I don't think I'll be using it all that much. We have the special days that I told you about. You can use it here, click to expand to do the activities with the students. Now, video worksheet, this is the consolidation lesson I told you about. You click here for the worksheet. You click here for the video, right? Okay, or you can go straight to the video. Okay, and as you can see, ooh, this level we have 3 games per module. How is that? And so you can click into it, it will recycle. I'll be showing you more about it. So that's the IWB for you. Now, let's click into a module. It will take you to these lessons. You click and it will take you to the lesson. Notice there's this arrow drop. Click to get to the additional lessons. Right, so please don't forget this. Don't call me and ask where clear lesson is. Check your IWB. All right.